If you're still experiencing pain in your shoulder every time you press, lift, or sleep, it's because you've been lied to about what's actually causing it. Hey, my name is Dr. Corey Hoffner, and in this short video, I'm going to show you how you can reduce that annoying, lingering shoulder pain by up to 70% in just minutes. This is what I take every single one of my clients through, and has proven successful even when traditional PT, chiro, or even surgery has failed in the past. What I'm about to share with you has helped thousands of strength athletes just like Dave get back into the gym pain-free. In fact, he went from being unable to incline press more than 45 pounds on the bar to being able to press 315 pounds again without re-injury or shoulder pain in just 3 weeks. Now, if you're here watching this right now, I'm guessing you're in a similar situation. So let me walk you through exactly what the NTS method looks like in real life. Dave, a powerlifter, went from severe shoulder pain in stalled lifts to deadlifting 500 pounds pain-free in a few short weeks. Sarah, who struggled lifting her kids, reduced her shoulder pain by 70% after just one session. And I've personally used this method to completely fix my chronic shoulder pain so I could finally enjoy working out again. But after working as a licensed doctor of physical therapy for more than 8 years, I can tell you with full confidence that most athletes never fully get rid of their shoulder pain, relying only on the traditional methods that their doctor gives them. Instead, they just learn to accept it and start to wonder if this is just your new normal, that maybe you're the problem, which really messes with you. But why does this happen in the first place? It's because most PTs and chiropractors focus on quick, symptomatic treatments that only temporarily relieve pain, which is great for the moment, but because they don't actually target what's causing the pain in your shoulder in the first place, you end up going back for expensive revisits, again and again and again. And just when you feel like you've made progress, the pain comes back as soon as you try and get back into your normal workout routine. Sound familiar? I know how frustrating this is. Even as a PT, I've been there myself. I struggled for years with chronic shoulder pain. I went to chiropractors, tried physical therapy, even considered surgery, which would have been a total disaster. And while each treatment gave me brief, temporary relief from my nagging pain, none of what my doctors recommended ever gave me lasting results. The pain always came back. So here I was, a licensed PT, doing everything exactly as I was taught, with very little to no forward progress. And I started to feel like I would just never actually solve it. But after my last re-injury in the gym, I made a decision. Rather than just accept that this is just something that I have to live with, I got to work. I began studying and analyzing the root causes of why shoulder injuries don't properly heal. They don't teach you any of this in your doctorate of physical therapy, by the way. And it took me a few months, but eventually I had a massive breakthrough when I connected the dots that traditional treatments were completely ignoring 3 critical areas around your shoulder. Areas that are there to support the strength and mobility of your shoulder. Areas that your shoulder needs to be functional and allow proper healing to take place. These 3 areas are your neck, thoracic spine, and scapula. And for whatever reason, they have gone completely overlooked by traditional PT treatments. But what I found is that by addressing and strengthening these areas directly, it relieved the tension and the stress on the injured area of the shoulder itself, allowing for it to actually let go and begin the true healing process of the damaged and injured shoulder muscle. This was a significant breakthrough in shoulder healing research. And after implementing this on myself, was the first time I finally got lasting relief. It allowed me to get back into the gym, and I've since been able to maintain my full workout routine. And I've regained full strength in my shoulder. Plus, adding a little bit of extra after being able to stack those lateral raises. But the best part is I haven't experienced any pain in the gym since. I've witnessed so many athletes come through the revolving door system of traditional PT and chiro treatments. Now I finally have an answer for them. This discovery inspired me to pursue a career specialized in shoulder rehab, specifically for strength athletes. And that's when I created the NTS method, a simple 3-step framework that actually treats the cause of lingering shoulder pain. And not just the symptoms. Since then, more than 1,000 athletes have been treated with the NTS method to achieve lasting and permanent results, allowing them to get back to the gym and stay out of the clinic. Now, here's exactly what the NTS method is. Step 1, check your neck. Most people don't realize their shoulder pain can actually come from their neck. Your nerves originate at your cervical spine, running down into your shoulders, arms, and fingers. Pain, numbness, and tingling in these areas often indicates a neck issue. But instead of guessing, the first thing you need to do is have a targeted neck assessment. This is so we can determine if this area is a part of the problem or not. If it is, we'll guide you through one easy exercise that calms these nerves immediately. This simple step alone usually reduces pain by 20 to 30% within minutes. Just a quick example of this is Justin, a CrossFit athlete, had severe shoulder pain every time he lifted overhead. During our first assessment, we found his neck was causing most of his pain, despite what his PT and chiro had told him. After just this one neck exercise we covered during his assessment, his pain dropped significantly. Justin said he felt instant relief for the first time in months. Which brings me to step 2 of the NTS method, free up your upper back. Most shoulder issues happen because your upper back gets tight from sitting, lifting incorrectly, or past injuries. This tightness limits shoulder mobility and causes constant pain when lifting overhead or behind your back. That's because the thoracic spine or upper back is critical for healthy shoulder movement. When it's restricted, your shoulders can't actually move properly. This causes chronic pain during lifts like overhead presses or pull-ups. Typical stretches given by doctors and PTs overlook this area of the upper back. But when we use this one specific upper back exercise, shoulder movement quickly improves, and most people see another 40 to 50% less pain in their shoulder almost immediately, leaving them feeling stronger and more stable. Which is what happened with Jared, who competes in powerlifting and struggled for years with shoulder stiffness and pain during bench press. During our assessment, we found major tightness in his upper back. After doing one targeted upper back exercise, he immediately doubled his overhead mobility. He texted us later, "I bench pain-free today, first time in 2 years." Now, the final step in the NTS method is to stabilize your shoulder blades. Weak or misaligned shoulder blades, or medically known as your scapula, lead to long-term or chronic shoulder pain. Basically, what happens is your shoulder blades control precise movements during lifts and daily tasks. If they're not stable, your shoulders ache constantly, especially during workouts. But with one simple movement, I figured out a way to activate the small muscles around your shoulder blades, quickly stabilizing your shoulder. Even after just implementing this, most athletes feel another 30 to 40% less pain and greater shoulder control immediately during the assessment itself. Which is exactly what happened with Andrew, who's a parent of 3 and an engineer, and couldn't perform his lateral raises without a crippling sharp pain on the top of the shoulder head. This was problematic because they wanted to be in proper shape enough to lift his kids and participate in their sports activities. During his assessment, we discovered the shoulder blades weren't moving together. After doing one scapular stability test, paired with the exercise I showed you, Andrew felt relief immediately during our call. Now look, if you're still here, that tells me you're serious about solving this for good. And most athletes I talk to, they're stuck. Not because of lack of willpower. It's because they don't feel like they have a clear plan. A plan that actually works. Because they've tried and failed multiple times before, relying on cookie cutter generic advice their doctor gave them. Advice that doesn't actually apply to what's preventing their shoulder from healing. And if that sounds like you, then here's what to do next. You can book a free 15-minute initial movement consult with me or qualified member of my team. It's a short one-on-one session where we take a quick look under the hood to see what's going on. We'll ask a couple questions about your injury history and a few occupational and situational questions that could be causing your symptoms, all in order to get a clear picture of where your shoulder pain is really coming from. And yes, after successfully helping more than 1,000 strength athletes get back to the gym pain-free, we really can do this entirely online. But let's address the real elephant in the room. This is not a buried sales pitch. Yes, we have other services and support options available, and if you're interested, we can talk about those. But the #1 goal of this call is that you leave knowing exactly what to do next. Not a list of more random stretches. Not a generic list of shoulder band exercises. Then if the situation looks like it makes sense enough for us to go deeper, we'll walk you through the next step and what that can possibly look like. But either way, you'll leave the call with total clarity and clear steps on what to do next to get back into the gym pain-free. So click below, book your time, and I can't wait to help you fix your shoulder.
Way less tight. I don't feel it the same way.
Good. All right.
70% improvement. Like that was big. Because usually I feel like it'll get stuck or, it gets uncomfortable on my way up and down.
Well, like way less pain.
Good.
The side raise didn't hurt, which the first time we did it hurt a lot.
The very least, like 60 to 70% better.
Yeah, wow. That's way more. I have to say 100%, right? It just feels so much better, like doing stuff. Like even just sitting here right now, it feels better. So
from not being able to really do it, like being at maybe 5% and then jumping up to 40 to 50%, that's huge.
Probably close to 90% just because my range of motion just immediately improved.
Wow. I don't feel anything.
I don't feel what I felt before. That's so easy.
I have a lot more range of motion.
Yeah, and your range is great on the left here.
You didn't even do a lot.
Oh, I don't feel the tingly.
Nice.
Good.
Oh, nice.
Very good sign.
Oh my God.
People don't realize like there's certain exercises that can fix everything. You don't always need surgery.
At least 60%. Yeah, there's definitely improvement there.
Yeah, I was looking for pain, but now I was sorry, like, okay, I usually feel it there, but oh, it's not there. So I definitely feel a lot of relief. I felt more flexible, especially on my right side. So I would probably say like 70-80%.
Probably like 40 or 50%. Spending 20 minutes with you and getting 40 to 50% improvement is, I mean, that's incredible.
I would probably say 65, 70.
Good.
That feels much more.
Wow, that's crazy.
I mean, it feels like I want to say like 70 to 80.
Sure, like at least 50%, 60%, you know.
It made me feel something instantly. There we go. I cannot use that words today.
Less than before.
Like, no lie, I forget sometimes that I had a bum shoulder.
I did not expect the swim to go that well. Only when I do my stroke, I usually get like a tightening in the front and medial deltoid. I didn't have that at all.
And I've actually noticed that I'm able to throw like a lot more pain-free. My elbow pain is starting to disappear. Like I can pick my kins up without pain.
Like the last 6 months have been like game changer like this. I was about to tell you too, I did toes to bar, like just continuous toes to bar 5 to 6 reps. I was able to do it.
I haven't had any more tingling or numbness in my fingers.
I could definitely sleep on the side now. This pain went away completely. If I do a push-up or a plank, it wouldn't hurt.
Shoulder feels really good. I haven't had any issues with chest, shoulder workouts.
It's actually a lot further than before.
Feels like butter.